Is Christmas stressing you out, the thought of Christmas? Hi, I'm Kim Ross. I'm a psychologist. Welcome to the Creating Connections podcast. And this one is about how to reduce Christmas stress and make this Christmas simply amazing. And I'm going to take you through 6 steps to simplify your Christmas expectations. Yes, expectations, they're fascinating because they can drive so much of our behavior, both, living up to our own expectations of ourselves, the expectations we put on others, and then the expectations that we feel are placed on us, whether it's a perception or whether it's a reality. The weight of expectations can be crushing, and it can take away, all this enjoyment that we can gather when we just tune in and notice and work with what's there in front of us and just allow ourselves to experience things. So I want to help you create space for that, create the space to savor and embrace and, really have an awesome Christmas. Because the awesome word, it's not a superlative, it's about creating awe. That amazement you feel when you just transcend the everyday and your soul lifts. And Christmas provides so many opportunities for that. We have community singing through carols, and community singing is a fantastic way to tap into the collective, mindset, that collective richness, the, effervescence that is around you. It's an awesome opportunity. You also have the opportunity to practice gratitude, to give and receive love. Those things, can be soul lifting. Then there's the creating things for others, through food, through gatherings, through lights and decorations and lifting the soul. So many opportunities for awesomeness. But everything all at once can be too much. So let's look at simplifying our Christmas expectations. So 6 steps. The first one's awareness. So take 10 or 20 minutes to connect with what you really feel and what you think about all the expectations. What comes up for you when you think about Christmas? Particularly look for words like should, don't, can't, and then feelings like guilt, shame, sadness, anger, confusion. Where is all that stemming from? Step 2 is to reflect. So once you've got your thoughts and feelings out there and you've named them, what are they trying to tell you? What are they showing you? So I've got an article, and I refer you to go have a look at the full blog from where I'm taking this from. But here's a couple of prompts. One is, what are your best memories of Christmas past? What stands out? That theme that calls your soul that you found awesome back then, that might be the thing for you to tap into and make sure you have some of that in this Christmas. For me, I loved all the cousins getting together at Christmas. It was just, beautiful. So many of us in one room, sharing beds on the floor, bodies probably in the hallway, just all that coziness and that wonderful sense of security and calm and welcomeness, inclusivity that was there at Christmas time. Another prompt is, what would you like to have done last year that you didn't get to do? What got in the way of that happening? Perhaps you had all these plans last year and they just didn't work out. And so by the end of Christmas, you're just left with a bit of this hollowness, this feeling that you missed out on something amazing and awesome. Now, what was that? For me, I don't think I got to Mass last year. And so that was a bit of a hole, a bit of a missed opportunity. I can't remember whether I was sick or I can't remember the circumstances, but it was something missing. And And one last prompt, there's more, but I don't want to overwhelm you with them. What is the most important thing about Christmas season for you? What is it? I can ask 5 people and get 5 different answers. But just look into your heart and what's the most important thing. Maybe it's the mince pies. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's the mince pies, then you might set yourself a challenge that you're going to try all the mince pies from the shops within 5 kilometres and find the best one. Doesn't matter. What's going to give you that moment? What's going to make your Christmas amazing and awesome? So that's step 2, reflection. So we've had awareness of your thoughts and feelings, reflection on what that means and what that can mean for your needs. What's your key to awesomeness? Third one is communication. So after you've listed what you want and your ideal Christmas, ask everyone else. Yeah. Where are the bits? So the next analysis is the next step. Let's have a look at those responses and analyse them. Where's the overlap? What's the common thing? Because if you've all listed something that's common, that makes it so doable. Yeah. If not, that's okay. Let's see where there's room to fit everybody's in. If someone's favourite thing is Christmas lights, you can do that a week before Christmas. So that fits in really well with someone who wants to eat all the mince pies, someone who wants to go to Christmas Mass, someone whose favourite thing is getting a Santa photo. Not everyone has to do all those things, but if everyone gets to do something that matters to them, that's a great way of reducing Christmas stress, because you make a commitment, it's out there, people know it's going to happen, they don't have to stress about whether it's going to happen, and you don't have to run around trying to fulfill all these unspoken expectations that mightn't even really exist. Number 5, this is the decision time. So you've gone through, you've looked at what's important, you've made the decision, and as I said, I kind of jumped ahead here, you've taken off those unspoken, unidentified, unimportant expectations that you've been running around trying to meet. So the aim is for everyone to have one non-negotiable thing they will do, have, or experience at Christmas. Anything else is a bonus. So the 6th step on this is to do. And it's interesting because these 6 steps of simplifying Christmas, there's a lot of S's in that, they're really similar to problem-solving model. Because that's what we're doing. We're applying some logical thinking to creating awesome experiences. Win-win. So the do. So this is the 6th step. Mark it down. When's it going to happen? Be prepared to be flexible because, this happens. And I say in here to, hold your sights firmly on your North Star of what matters, but hold your plan lightly in your heart. Okay. Like when I talked about what I loved about past Christmases was that feeling of having everyone there gathered. We don't have that big a family. We don't do that sort of Christmas nowadays. But that gathering, that sense, we do it in a different way. Right? So the North Star's still there. What matters and what's important doesn't change. But the plan and how that looks like, that's held lightly and that's flexible. Okay, so there you go. They're your 6 steps to simplify Christmas stress by reducing expectations. Okay, stay tuned for the next podcast episode, which I'm going to talk about connections. Lots of different ways that you can create deeper connections with others around you at Christmas. And it's not just for the extroverts out there. Okay, all right. I'll talk to you soon. In the meantime, if you enjoy the podcast, I would love you to leave a review. You don't even have to write anything. You can just leave me 5 stars. share the podcast with others. You know, my word for next year is probably going to be embrace. And I want to embrace the podcast, and I want to put as many people around these arms as possible. Thank you for listening, and I will catch you next time. Bye.